What up, y'all? What it do? I'm Miss Indigo Blue. Thanks for stopping through to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, I thank you so much for coming back again and again and again and again. In today's video, I'm going to be installing this auburn red wig that I got from Amazon. A link to this exact wig will be in the description box down below. But this is another one of those makeup and messages type videos. I have a message that I am to deliver to the masses, and this message is about your F friends. What about your F friends? We're gonna talk about it today. So if you're interested in either seeing the wig application or listening to the message or both, continue to watch this video. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so these are all of the products that I'm going to be using in today's install. Again, this wig is from Amazon. Straight out of the package, this is what it looks like. It did have the elastic band on the back, which I didn't realize it had, and I was super stoked about that. They also gave me 2 stocking caps, an edge brush, and some fugly lashes, but we ain't gonna talk about that. This is Body Wave, and the length of this wig is 24 inches, and this is an auburn wig. So we're gonna go ahead and get it installed. So today's conversation is pretty much for the ladies. I am here today to talk to you about dating, and we so often are blaming the F-boys, but are we really taking responsibility for what we are doing when we are dealing with the F-boys? We got to keep it 100 with ourselves. And the truth of the matter, when we are dealing with F-boys, we just simply shouldn't be. And the thing about that is that we are doing it to our own demise, because we are creating a karmic cycle that we sometimes can't get out of. And by the time we realize what we have done, it's simply because we are alone. And now we're here evaluating the situation and what happened, and we are placing blame genuinely on the F-boy for not getting his stuff together quick enough or what have you, so that he can do what a man does and stop acting like a boy. But if we're true with ourselves, we will understand that the reason why we are truly upset is because we chose to date below our standards. And because we dated below our standards, then we ended up with someone who didn't live up to our expectations, but we want to blame them. And it's not their fault. It's currently being preached that you teach people how to treat you. So if this much is true, you are teaching people that you are there and available for them to get their stuff together while you are essentially taking care of everything. And if that's what you choose to do, then it's simply your own fault. Now, ladies, before you get upset with me, hear me out on this. Would you rather be alone or have somebody there? Sometimes it's simply just the wrapping his arms around you at night, the good peen, or the other simple things that you don't want to take for granted that allow you to accept being in a relationship with someone who is really not on your level. So now that women are preaching level up, level up, level up, it's making it even harder for the men in your neighborhood, around the way that you grew up with, to really meet the standard of the quality of man that you are expecting to have in your life. We've heard that potential simply isn't enough anymore. It's time to show and prove. And a lot of times these men out here are making it a problem that we feel that they need to show and prove. We have sat by and watched you live in your mama's basement, your grandma's house, and not make any effort as to be independent men. And then we've allowed you to come into our presence, our home that we have built ourselves independently, and hoping that you will get it together, hoping that you will have enough respect for the fact that we have gotten ourselves thus far. But you are playing catch up from the gate. And if you're a real man, you don't want no woman that's more successful than you, because who wants to be playing catch up to their counterpart? Who wants to be playing catch up to the person who they are supposed to be protecting? Who wants to be playing catch up to the person who they are supposed to be providing for? Because yes, that's what a man does. Ladies, are you constantly arguing with your partner about what they don't do, their shortcomings and their shortfalls? Are you sitting up mad and angry because he ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing? He is getting frustrated with you talking down on him, and then he's running out in the street laying down with every Jill, Jamie, and Jennifer? Are you? Because if sis, you are, you may not be dating an F-boy. You may simply just have chose to date below your standard. We have to be okay with being alone until someone of value, someone of virtue, and someone on the level where we are at appears. And until we decide to say, I'm good by myself, until this person gets here, we are simply going to be frustrated, fussing, and fighting. That's the F's, the real F's. Frustrated, fussing, and fighting. Not F-boy. We can't keep placing the blame on them. And there's some of us who don't even give anybody a chance to get it together. But are we wrong for that? They be like, dang, she just cut you out. She don't even give a brother a chance. You should have had yourself together before you appeared in my face, homeboy. Like, why are you here in front of me knowing you ain't got it together? Because the truth of the matter is, it is a man's nature to provide and protect. If it's not your man's nature to provide and protect, then he is not a man. Y'all can beg to differ or whatever, but that's the truth. You dealing with a little boy who wants to be protected and provided for. So it's up to us, ladies, to fight the cycle, to change the scenario. You have to be okay with being by yourself. So kudos to all the women out there who have shown us those solo dates, those solo vacations, those pampering self-care days, and doing what's best for them, whether there's somebody else there or not. Take care of yourself. Be strong enough to say, I would rather be alone. And don't let being alone equal being lonely. Have fun in his absence until he gets here. But continue to grow yourself and prepare yourself, but know that you got to put yourself in a place where those people who are on your level will be present. That's the other thing. You can't continue to visit the same environments and do the same things with the same type of people if you want new type of people, new places and things to appear into your life. So you gotta quit going down there and with having ghetto flingalings with the homegirls from the hood. Period. Like hood, neighborhood, suburbs. If they ignorant, they ignorant. Start getting yourself into rooms with people who are doing things you aspire to do, with people who are going to encourage you. So often we've had these 20, 30 year-long friendships with people who have become our enemies, so to say. They them dry haters. They them fake friends. They watched you grow in ways that they only wish they could. And now they're envious. They're not clapping for you no more, sis. If they are putting your business or your things out there looking like they are supporting you, chances are in their subconscious, they really don't want you to win. And if they think you're doing too good, they're really just out to take from you anything they can get so that they can attempt to get you beneath them. And maybe not even intentionally, but they have made you their competition. And you got to change your whole circle, not just your man's circle. It's easy to call him a fuck boy, but what about them fuck friends you got? What about them girls who still doing wretched shit? They still going in and out of jail. They ain't never taking good care of their children. They don't take good care of their homes. They nasty. They downtrodden. They speak filth. They talking about everybody else, and you really sitting up thinking that they ain't talking about you. And let's be clear. Some of us just want an understanding. So we're asking questions. Why would she say that? Why would she do that? Do you think I'm tripping? Not that. I mean the blatant and obvious disrespect where she's completely dogging them out. You think she's not dogging you out too? It's okay to have questions. It's okay to want another opinion. Because seriously, as you grow, you're going to almost start questioning everyone around you because you've outgrown everyone around you. Because if you had all of these people in your life for 20 and 30 years, chances are you've outgrown, yes, all of them, most of them, at least some. The thing about it is you are thinking that they are growing right along with you and that their maturity is still on the same level as yours. And you look at them as people who are successful to you, but they don't see themselves that way. And that's the biggest factor. How are they seeing themselves, and are they comparing themselves to you? It's not right to just hold the man to the standard. You gotta hold your girls to the standard too. So if you're getting rid of the F boy, you got to get rid of them F friends right on at the same time, because they can drag you down just as quick as he can. You may not be laying down with them, you may not be creating those type of soul ties, but chances are you're invested in their lives, in the BS that they got going on. They out here with their kids wilding in the street while your kids are off to college. They out here with their kids fighting and acting a fool while your kids are somewhere at work. They are out here fighting with Jerome and Susie and Tinka and all these people when you ain't got no beef? Like, you really out here going to work, traveling, and trying to sip pina coladas in the rain, max and relax, and have some peace in your life, but you are attached to all these people with all these negative aspects attached to them. They will drag you down. And you'll be sitting here wondering what happened. How did I get here? Why? Why am I in this place? Why do I feel so low? I thought that I was doing right. I thought I was... What happened? And it's not even you. You got so many other people's negative energy attached to you that you just feel down and low. So what do they say about those people that you have intercourse with? You are not just sleeping with them, but every partner that they were with before they got to you. So your friends, you're not just in a friendship with them, but everything that they're attached to is attached to you, because you're being looked at like, why are you surrounding yourself with these types of people? By the universe. The universe just simply doesn't get it. Don't you think that you are worth more than this? Are you casting your good things amongst the swine? But oh, this my girl, we go way back. Like, she really a good person. And maybe she is deep down somewhere inside, but on the surface, she ain't shit. And if she was a man, you would be calling her out for it. I'm not about to be dealing with you all up in my life and acting like this and doing all this, but you sitting by them while they are doing the same bullshit and not recognizing it as something that is bringing low vibrations to your life, because you ain't laying down with her. But birds of a feather. So what type of feathers are you flocking with? Mud ducks? They're not gonna get you to the next level. Gotta cut them off, sis. Test it out. Start to slowly move yourself away and see what happens. See if those underlying thoughts that haven't crept up to the surface start to surface. Oh, she acting funny. She thinks she better than everybody else. I'm tired of her. Who she thinks she is. They're all going to be said. And because we had this little chit chat, you'll be ready for it. Because that's the thing that you have to do most importantly. Brace yourself. Be ready to hear all the things you don't want to hear. Do not allow your heart to be hardened when you hear them, because you thought this person was your real friend. You thought these people really had your back until you pulled everything that you were giving them back to yourself. It's time for me to level up. It's time for me to do better. I'm going to go ahead and use this energy on me. What? Excuse me. I was using that. Oh, sorry. But it's mine. And I'm taking it back now. Like, wait a minute. Sorry. Not sorry. Taking it back now. And, you grown. You got this. You know? I'm going to be here to cheerlead and clap you on. Oh, no. You don't want me to be your cheerleader? If you can't use all my shit? You don't want to be part of this no more? We ain't cool? Oh, we ain't been cool? You low-key can't stand my high acidity ass? Oh. No, be ready. because it's coming. And when it comes, simply smile and say, I know. I outgrew you a long time ago, and I should have moved on then, but I kept hoping and wishing and praying that you would see the potential in yourself that I saw in you. And one day, hopefully you will. But what you ain't gonna do is try and step on me to get to your potential. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove myself from the fuck shit. And ladies, you have to do this even if it means no new friends for a while. Because universe, God, you all have to know that you're serious about this. I'm serious. I want my life to change. I want something better for myself. I realized that I was entertaining bullshit I ain't had no business entertaining, and I am sorry. I'm sorry, self, that I held you back for the last 3, 5, 2, 10 years entertaining people that I had no business entertaining. I'm sure somebody told you, your mama, your daddy, some hood ass cousin. Because see, the hood ass cousins, they know, girl, what you doing hanging around them? Like, these be the same people you running with. Yeah, but I can do that. You don't need to be around these people. Brush them off. And you dust them off because you feel like they just hating. They don't know what they talking about. This is a really good person. And they could be a really good person, but they're just not good for you. Are your friends and the people who you are dealing with on your level or above? Let's not knock out the people above, because if you're always the person in the room teaching, you're not learning anymore. You have stunted your growth trying to help pull other people up the same ladder that you're on. And there's no one reaching down for you because they don't even know that you're there. You gotta put your face in the room. Show up and say your name loudly and proudly so that it can be heard. But come in as the student now. It's time for you to learn and for you to grow, for you to be invested in, for you to have someone do all of those things that you have been doing for all of those other people. Are you ready to receive? Are you open? It's your turn. But it can only be your turn if you are willing to take it. So, that being said, when you get rid of that F-boy, make sure that you also getting rid of them F-friends. Hold your friends, family members, cousins, parents, to the same standards that you hold them people to who you plan on laying down with. For some of y'all, it's your grown ass kids. They got to be cut off too so that they can grow. Let somebody else teach them, because you taught them all that you can, and at this point in time they are grown and have become dead weight too, unfortunately. And that's a hard truth, especially for a mother. But be honest with yourself. Are you helping your child at this point, or are you becoming the one hindrance that you wouldn't allow somebody else to be in their life? Let them go. Let them grow as well. It's for both of y'all. And you're not being mean or selfish. So it's that time. Get the lames about your circle, whether male or female. And if this applies to the fellas too, hey, sorry, I didn't mean to discount you in the beginning. But I had to start it off in such a way that the ladies would listen. Because we good at pointing fingers at that F-boy. But there's how many more pointing back at ourselves when we point that one out? 4. anthem. And the reality is, you are the only one who can fix your life. So please don't be sitting around waiting for Mr. Right to come and change everything, or some unicorn fairy tale. Are you living in a fairy tale? Be honest with yourself. Are you waiting for some fairy tale happy ending that's most likely not going to occur? How really is that helping yourself? It's not. So get up, get out, and get something like the song says. You letting the days of your life pass by. You are sitting up rotten, waiting for your life to change, when it's not going to unless you get out there and you make it change. What do you want in your life? You have to know. You have to decide. Put some value on something. What do you want? What do you deserve? You deserve any and everything that you want. But if you don't know what you want, then you won't have anything. So you got to know first what you want. What do you desire? What's in alignment with who you are right now, and what's in alignment with who you are going to become? Who are you right now? Write down all the words that describe how you feel right now in this moment, that you felt last week, and that you don't want to feel next week. And decide in which ways you can change those feelings that you're having now and you had last week, and turn them into something that you desire to have in your life. Are you feeling tired, unfulfilled, sad, lazy, used, abused? Quit being a victim of your own circumstances. Get up and make a change. Lift your head up high. Know how strong you are, especially if you were carrying all of this dead weight. You are like a super strong woman. Know that. It's time to activate, not detonate. Don't sit there and wait until you're ready to go off like a time bomb. I know it's hard. It's hard to make change. It's hard because you've been in this rut for so long. Change one thing at a time. One thing a week. One thing a month. Change something though. But make the first thing that you change be the place where you're putting blame. Take full responsibility for your actions, for allowing this or that to have been in your life for this amount of time, whether it was long or short-lived. Understand that you allowed for it to be here. You allowed for yourself to feel this way, and that you are responsible. And then look at all of the great things that came out of it. Your energy was so strong that you were able to hold up this person and all they BS, and that person and all they BS, and that person and all they BS, all at the same damn time. But at the same damn time, realize how much more you could have had for yourself if you wouldn't have done that, because they really and truthfully were not your responsibility. And you made yourself accountable for something that you didn't have to. It's okay to help people, but my suggestion is helping people from afar. When you are too close to the people that you are having, it takes too much effect on you in the end, and you don't want to end up feeling used and abused for doing good. You should be able to be happy, proud, and thankful for all of the wonderful things that your energy created in this world, for all of the space that you made in this place. But if you're sitting back and you're going, dang, I did all of this, and where did it get me? Then you didn't prioritize yourself when you were prioritizing other people, and that, my dear, is a no-no. That is something that you must not, continue to do, should not have done, but hey, you lived and you learned. And you're probably still better off than you would expect to be at this moment in time if you really take a look at things. But now it's time to get out here and get it. It's time to activate. Thank you. She said my hair looks amazing. It is a wig from Amazon that I'll put it down today. And then I went ahead and curled it. This is body wave. But it was reminding me of the wig that I made, you know, a few years ago. What was that, y'all? 2018. And Leslie even came up to me and said, oh, remember when you had a wig like that? And I'm like, yeah, back then, you used to have to take the black hair, bleach it. You used to have to take the black hair, bleach it, sew the tracks to the closure, frontal, whatever you're doing, and make everything yourself. Thank you. And so today it was like out the box, and I got to just, you know, fix my hairline and spray it down and curl it and make me a part, which I didn't even have to do plucking. So I'm glad about that. So I'll talk about it.
Like 30 minutes at least.
I'll talk, yeah, because curling it took forever. Then y'all, I still got them old Crokinole curling irons that we used to use in hair school. Hey, Sarah. And so you girls' hands, I you know, I've done a lot of art and different stuff like that, played the flute. So my fingers be like, what? Click, click, clack, 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 clack. But I like those curling irons. I still, you know, yeah, they the best. I still got my stove irons. Like today was my first time using my plug-in curling iron. Shout out and rest your soul to Aunt Elaine, because when I was young, she was the only person I knew with electric pressing comb. I said curling iron, pressing comb. I used to be like, yours plugs in? Because she used to have it on trips with us and stuff. And now everybody using them, but today was my first time using it, and it did okay, but still, ain't nothing like sticking that iron in that stove, doing a couple wipes and that. But yeah, I'm happy with this wig myself. Activate your power, because when you know your power, you know your worth. I'm Miss Indigo Blue. I thank you so much for stopping by and tuning in. If you made it this far, leave this emoji down in the comments, and I'll see you here again next time. Ciao.